Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Chelsea. So before we get started today, nothing's been up on the channel for a couple of days. I'd just like to take an opportunity to apologise for that. I've been a bit busy over the past couple of days, so hopefully we'll be back to business as usual now. Diving right into the game, Premier League action at home to Burnley today. As you can see, Spurs have already played, beaten Everton 4-1 at Goodison Park. That moves them to 6 points behind their good selves. So what we want to do here is re-extend our lead back up to 9 against Burnley. So it's been a little while since I've actually had a look at the game here, so I'm just going to clear the team. Going to select again, so Courtois will be the goalkeeper. The back line will be Luiz, Cahill and Zuma. On the right side there, Victor Moses can come back in now, and Alonso on the left. Ball winner Matic, and box to box Conte. We'll play Hazard and Willian just now in behind Diego Costa. So Begovic sub goalkeeper, and we'll have Ake, Azpilicueta, Fabregas, Pedro, Musonda and Batshuayi all on the bench. So that'll be the team for now. Hopefully that should be able to get a comfortable victory against Burnley. Imagine we will be able to beat Burnley relatively comfortably today at the Bridge. Since we had that horror show incidentally against Leicester where we threw away a trophy, we have returned to good form, so hopefully we can keep that going. We've got Man City coming soon, so we want to be going into that game with as big a cushion as possible in the league. Hazard playing in Costa. He's hit the post. Striker has to be scoring that. But a good start, positive start. I would expect to be winning this game in a fairly dominant fashion. Absolutely bossing possession early on here. Some bookings for Burnley. Okay. Another booking for Michael Keane this time. It is indeed. Heaton with a goal kick. Headed on by Gray. Arfield with a flick on, but it'll be picked up at the back. David Luiz finds Moses. Moses forward for Matic. Takes a nice touch. Playing it to Willian. Forward for Hazard. Running. Through 1, 2. Slips it to Alonso. Alonso squares and it's Costa. And that is Diego Costa's 7th goal of the season as we move 1-0 up against Burnley. It's been an injury-ravaged season for Diego Costa. Interestingly, nobody has actually stood out as a star performer in this team so far. It's been a solid collection of players rather than any one player looking particularly great. And that's the 4th booking for Burnley in this half. Joey Barton now in the book, true to form. That was as dominant a half as you can get, but we only got 1 goal. Cause for concern as N'Golo Kante goes into the book. But we're happy with the half. Overall, Willian can come off for Fabregas, who I'd like to see get into the side in one of those attacking midfield positions. Arfield moving it to Boyd. Plays it forward for Gray, but Cahill does manage to intercept that one rather easily. I'd like another goal or 2 or 6. Would prefer this to be more comfortable, but I'm not going to complain if we hold on for the 1-0 either. Victor Moses in the book. Nope, doesn't get a card this occasion. I'm going to tell the guys rather assertively now just to concentrate. Last thing we need is for a momentary lapse in Burnley to get their only chance of the game and grab a goal. Moses is coming off for Azpilicueta now, and I'm going to give Hazard 10-minute rest at the end and going to give Musonda a run out there. Still determined to develop him into a classy player. Matic and Kante both booked now, and it's been a bloody dull half, I'll say that much. Is that a booking again? It is. It's a booking for Dean Marney there. 5 bookings for Burnley now, 2 for us. As Burnley try and get forward here, should be intercepted by Marcus Alonso. It is. Plays it to Conte now. Matic, let's just put the stamp on this. Fabregas to Musonda. Forward for Costa. Cushions it to Alonso. Not a great ball that to Costa. Musonda to Fabregas now. Conte making a run forward. Poked through. Conte shoots and it's easy for Tom Heaton. Heaton will punt that long, but hopefully that'll be the last chance of the game. We should just see her out now for the comfortable victory. As Queta, is he going to go in the book now? Yeah, he's on for, what, 14 minutes and ends up in the book. Defour coming forward, Goodmanson plays it to Gray. Zuma now, can we counter? Nope, Musonda loses it. Kante recovers though. Oh dear, Gray's in. Gray shoots. Great save by Courtois. Bloody hell. Okay, contain. Woof. That was closer than I would have liked. Headed away by Louise. Brady picking it back up. Blocked again. Fabregas should get to that. Nope, Boyd gets there first. But he goes back to Tom Heaton. Kicks it long. Away by Musonda. I really can't see anything else happening now. Headed away. Defour heads it on though. Marney with a shot, easy for Courtois there. What I'm going to do now, guys, I don't know how the computer will, how the recording will feel about this, but I'm going to speed the game up now rather than sit for a minute watching nothing happen essentially. The speed play up here. It might go a little bit blurry here, or sort of the picture might lag a little bit, so I apologise if that does happen, but I'm not going to sit and watch them do nothing for 2 minutes. And that's 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. We did fall short despite the result there. Costa, Hazard and Courtois not happy about that team talk, but you know what? Truth hurts sometimes, boys. The assistant will again go to that. A couple of updates as well, but we're going to advance now to the Hull game. Hopefully get another comfortable victory against a lowly side. Big teams winning all round there. Zlatan with the 4 goals as United win 6-1. City winning 2-0 away at rock bottom West Brom. Home win for West Ham against Southampton. And Liverpool with a 2-0 win at the Stadium of Light against Sunderland. Let's just advance forward here a bit. Arsenal away to Hull. Let's see what kind of side Hull are before we play them. Watford a 3-2 win away at the Liberty against Swansea, and a comfortable 2-0 for Arsenal. A Cazorla penalty and Giroud in the 66th minute. So on to Hull for ourselves now. Hopefully get that win before we have to go a tough venue away to the Etihad Stadium. We're really not a particularly formidable side at the minute, so I don't really want to be going away to the Etihad without this 9-point gap. I'd like to maintain at the very least the 9-point gap going away to the Etihad Stadium next. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so that's ourselves playing Hull. Spurs playing Sunderland, so Spurs will definitely get the win there as well. Matic is suspended for this one, and Chalobah won't be ready to come back. So Fabregas is going to be box to box, and Kante will have to be the ball winner. Place on the bench for Olaenia, I guess. Same team, other than that. Let's go for it. Need to get that victory again. We're actually only 7 points clear of Arsenal just now, so need the win. Pardon me, need the win here to go back to 10 points clear of Arsenal. Oh, let's correct the pace of the game here. There we go. Berbatov not beating Zuma in there because Kante takes it down. Let's get an early goal here, shall we? Send us on our way. Kante to Willian. Got the overlap from Moses. Let's get the ball in here. Moses' ball low. Willian. Yes! Early goal. Exactly what we needed there. 10th of the season actually for Willian. More goals than Diego Costa this season for Willian. Costa has been injured for a large part of the season. As we say that now, Markovic whips it in. Markovic, a player that I'm interested in acquiring for ourselves, as Berbatov hammers it into the net. His first as a Hull player, we're going to have to demand more than that out of the players, because that's pathetic. Side like Hull managing to peg you back. Don't 1-0 up, that should have been us on our way and we should have just buried them. Willian now for a second from a free kick. It's easy for David Marshall though. It's a really disappointing free kick from Willian. Marshall throwing it out. Nicked by Moses though, pressing high up. Costa, can he... Yep, slip in. Hazard, can he score? Nope, puts it wide. Has to do better than that. Come on. I've got a horrible feeling about this game actually, as Victor Wanyama puts Sunderland ahead. Willian, another free kick, more central this time, hits the wall. For fuck's sake, Willian. Zuma to Fabregas now. Back to Zuma, they're just penned in there. Good ball from Zuma though to Cahill. Willian, bit of support outside, Moses goes to him. Moses has to find a good ball low again, puts it in for Costa. It's an easy save for Marshall, a sitter from Diego Costa. And I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Chance after chance being squandered. Moses with the throw in deep in her own half. Willian takes it down. Slips it to Conte now. Forward for Costa. Holding it up well. Good ball for Fabregas. On to Hazard quickly. Pokes it to Costa. Moses now getting forward. Costa. Fabregas, bit of space. Hazard in for Willian. It's not a great effort, but it's trickled in off the post. Willian has 2 goals today, although he squandered those 2 free kicks, but we do have the lead back. And now I'd really like to push on and get some more goals. Victor Moses actually today, really important in what we've been doing. Come on, get me another one, guys. Don't like this. We certainly give up chances at the back, so only having the 1 goal lead worries me. Not playing that well going into the Man City game worries me as well, as Lamela makes it 2 for Spurs. Like, let's actually push them forward here. I'm worried about getting caught, but I'd like to get some goals here and build up the morale and the momentum before we go to the Etihad. As Willian comes forward, he has Moses again. Moses going wide. Oh, apparently it came to nothing. And Ryan Mason coming on for Marcus Henriksen for Hull as Moses throws it in for Conte there, but it's nicked by Abel Hernandez, who knocks it long. Berbatov picks it up uncontested. Holds it up. Juricic, Berbatov. Switching the play to Markovic. He'll probably have Alonso on toast here. No, Alonso nicks it. Well done, Alonso. Zuma to Cahill now. Back to Begovic. Courtois. Out to Louise. Good play there, good play. Willian coming forward now. Moses back to Willian. No, into Hazard actually. He's got Fabregas across. Into Fabregas now. Holds it up. Back to Conte. Hull are in their shape. Willian, Moses, Fabregas, just hit it Fabregas. Costa now playing in. Moses, who hits it first time, had years there, absolute years, and he's just lashed at it. Lack of composure. Ndiaye getting forward now. Playing it to Hernandez, Robertson. Moses just kicks him. That'll do. That'll do, Victor, that'll do. Like to see more out of Hazard here. Willian's been the only one who's actually had a decent game today. Everybody else, Moses as well, but other than that, everybody else has been rather average. Hazard's corner, good ball in for Willian, cleared away though. Can Zuma get to it first? He does. Costa now, Louise. Back out to Hazard, in first time. Costa arrives, takes a touch, is fouled, penalty kick. Right, Hazard, let's just bury this here. Make it 3-1 and make me comfortable, shall we? Come on. Hazard for 3-1. Scores. Exactly what we need. 17 goals for the season for Hazard. Okay, let's make some subs. Ola Enya for Moses. Let's bring Ake on for Alonso. And Batshuayi can get a run out, why not? "20 minutes left. Get me another goal." Okay, Conte to Enya. Kane makes it 3-0 to Spurs against Sunderland. Hazard to Batshuayi, holds it up. Breaks for Fabregas. Batshuayi for Willian, hat-trick, 4-1. Lovely jubbly. That will do me. 25 yards out, hat-trick for Willian, 4-1. And a bit of form going into the Manchester City game now. Defoe gets a goal back, then Harry Kane makes it 4-1 as Spurs match a result. Willian playing it to Hazard, losing it to Mason. Good challenge back by Hazard. So, a little look at the league table now. We are 9 points clear of Tottenham, 10 clear of Arsenal, 15 clear of United, 17 of Liverpool. 15, 16 of Liverpool and 17 of Manchester City. So Spurs really the only team with any hope in the world of catching us. It looks kind of like it does in reality, actually. Or it did in reality, I should say, with Chelsea way out in front, with only Spurs even pretending to put up a challenge. But next time, what we will see will be away at Manchester City and Watford. It's an important game. Last time we had a Manchester team and a Leicester team. Last time we had a Manchester team and then a cup game immediately following was that disaster a couple of episodes back. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. We should be back to our regular schedule now of uploading every day at least, or yeah, pretty much every day. As I say always, if you have enjoyed it, then please, if you pop down below and leave a like, that would be fantastic. And I will see you next time.